recorded, dog.
What up, squad? What's poppin'? All right, man. So there's like this crazy narrative online between Kendrick going to Toronto and Drake going to Philly and everything like that, and the way they moving with their security. They talk tough when they on records, and then they pop out with all the security. Well, guess what? I call that being smart. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, yo. Ain't nobody mega gangster, super thug. Ain't nobody none of that, man. We already lived it. We don't want to relive Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And to give you a perfect example, man, we're going to go through some security footage so we can show y'all how they moving, what they doing, and that your favorite rapper can get touched, man. It literally, you could get touched. And a lot of these knuckleheads online try to paint these narratives, put these laughing emojis, do all this corny stuff, but they ain't never lived a life. They ain't never touched that fabric. They ain't from that cloth, you heard? So now let's see what happens, like, you know, when shit really get gully. You know what I'm saying? When stuff really, you know, turns up. You know what I mean? You got to be smart about it. You got to move smart. You got to move militant. So there's always a crash out waiting, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere in the corners, man. There's always a crash out sitting there ready to get points. You know, they think they're going to get extra brownie points. You know what I mean? And use you as a token, you know, you as a trophy. So Hitter J3 sums it up really well. And then we'll move on to the security footage. All right, man. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button, you heard? All right, let's get right into it. All right, so this is from Hitter J3's page. Just so y'all know, let any of them dudes play with my brother. Somebody will never have another show in LA again. Same way I got 6ix9ine. Show canceled. We don't send threats, though. We handle business. We stand on business. So, Hitter just telling you, bro, I'm ready to do whatever it takes if something happens to my boy. You heard? Biggie was big. Tupac was big. Pause. And look how that turned out. Dolph was big. He still got pop in LA. My point is nobody untouchable. Should I keep going? Nah, you shouldn't. Make a valid point. You heard? Make a valid point, man. No one's bigger than the program. So let's stop with these fake narratives and these fantasies. And you guys are like in fantasy land. You heard? Y'all just watch what y'all see on TV, the GTA, this, that, and the third, and y'all think that everybody's invincible and, like, you know, stuff can't happen, man. You ain't never seen your homeboy take their last breath in your arms, man. That's traumatizing. It can mess with you, bro. A lot of y'all don't know what that's like, so y'all talk y'all stuff on live, and then you guys sit there and act like, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all is from the comfortable of your home, sitting there posting these corny-ass posts, man. None of y'all really know what it's like. But now let's get through the security footage and check out what's going on, man. We're going to compare the two and show you how it really is. You know what I'm saying? What real life looks like, man. And what real threats look like. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real. Shit can get real ugly quick. Just because of words, man. We lost a lot of greats because of this, man. Because a lot of this corniness, bro. Let's be real. And a lot of y'all that over there talking that and posting these posts, I'll be the same ones that'll turn around and say, yo, bro, he made so much money. Why is he moving stupid like that? Why wouldn't he move with security? The same people that are posting these dumb posts.
Lock off every door in the Noble Hotel. Man, even cut everything off. Man bought everything. He's a bitch.
Okay, so I would say that's just being smart. I wouldn't call that being a biatch or nothing like that. I'd say that's just being smart. You know what I'm saying? But we already know how he do. He always looking for a viral moment. So now this is Kendrick and the security. Now this reads right here. Look, let's post this up. Let's put it up so y'all can see, man. So y'all can see what I'm looking at right here. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it says Buddy paid more for security than he made off that show. Now these are the cornballs. This is out of is our 2 cents. Yeah, you giving your 2 cents, but they, you know what I'm saying? You make no sense at all. Kendrick Lamar with the heavy police presence yesterday leaving his concert in Toronto. shout out to him for moving smart and moving militant. That's the way you got to be. You know what I mean? So that's Kendrick. So we also got a couple more footages. You know what I'm saying? We got Drake when he was in Philly, and we got Drake when he was in Compton. Two places he had beef with, two places he had to go, two places that he had to perform at a show. And when he went to them shows, let's see how his team, because it's a team, let's see how his team reacted. And this ain't to throw shade at nobody. This ain't to sit there and give anybody a slight, because I think they were both smart for doing this. You know what I'm saying? Now let's check that out. Let's see how his team responded to what was going on in Philly.
I'm recorded, dog.
All right, so you see that? Bring it back, 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 bring it back. Who's this? Who's this right here? That's Drake right there, right? Surrounded by security, one in front, back, everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I'm recorded, dog. I'm smart.
You got the police guarding him, and he won't come out. They close the gates up and all that. They close the gates with the feds out and everything. Now you can't go home. That's how we playing. Disrespecting my man name. Now he can't get out. Now he can't get out the building.
So, yo, you see that right there? You see them already? You know what I'm saying? You see the gathering out there? It only takes a couple. It only takes one shot, and you're no longer here, bro. And you're no longer here. And at the end of the day, man, these guys do this for their families, bro. Like, you know, the whole purpose of this is to make a good living and make sure your kids never got to work again. You know what I'm saying? So that they set for the rest of their life. There's nothing wrong with this. I mean, look, you got people outside. So now peep it. Peep what this is right here. This is a conversation that had to be done. You know what I mean?
We sent J.R. Prince out here to talk to niggas, you know what I'm saying? This nigga's pussy, man. In this situation, still getting policed heavily. Here in the Sprinter. Somebody coming out now, though. They might got they play together, though. They might got all crazy like that, you know? And they got they got a tour enforcement.
See what he said? They got a tour enforcement. Now, this right here, this is coming out your boy's mouth himself. The next time he went to Philly, you're gonna see a little bit of the backstory and, you know, things that had to be discussed in order for him to perform again. Because shit was getting crazy. It was going wild. Like I said, there's always going to be a crash out, man. There's always going to be somebody willing to try to gain them points, man. And we got to think smarter than that, bro. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. Let's stop being corny, man. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, tensions run high. Tempers start flaring. And people want to do something. You know what I mean? And it's most likely the people you with that's going to crash out. Most likely the entourage is who's going to crash out. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real with it. And then who ends up catching it is the artist, you know, because it's the other one's entourage that's there, ready to crash out. But, so Meek Mill wasn't there at that time, but guess what? He was here this time. Let's check this out.
You see who I walked out here with, right? I'm always keeping 100 with you. The last time I was in this building, that man right here, who's been representing this city since he started in this shit. That man, me and him weren't getting along at the time, and he is a real nigga, so he definitely got us up out of Philly real quick. We did not get to stick around and chill. And like I said, I'm a real nigga, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
So you heard that. He got us out of Philly real quick. He couldn't stick around and chill. So because of that discussion, he was able to leave unharmed, untouched, unfazed. And then the next time he showed up, he showed love by bringing out, you know what I'm saying, Meek.
And it means the most to me that I could come back to this city and show the growth as two men that we can come here tonight and we can represent for motherfucking Philadelphia together. That's what this shit is about. So I appreciate me walking me the stage tonight. Philly, I appreciate you embracing me with open arms.
All right, so you see that right there? He said that's 2 men, you know what I'm saying? We hashed it out. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with him and Kendrick. Whether it does or not, I mean, it'd be dope if it did, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to like each other, but at the end of the day, nobody deserves to lose their life over some ish on the track. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. People get disrespectful, and they're going to get checked. I expect that. That's expected. That's to be expected. You know what I'm saying? You talk crazy, you talk greasy, it's to be expected. You're going to get checked. But to lose your life, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. I'm just telling y'all, it ain't worth it. And a lot of these cornball pages is just crazy. Now look at this next one. This next one reads, this is what I'm talking about. This type of corniness, bro, is just it's hilarious to me, all right? So this reads right here. It says, meanwhile in Compton, California, 9 years ago, not a single cop car in sight. So this is like when Drake went to Compton and they trying to act like, you know, hey, you know, Drake was able to go over there and he didn't need no security. But yo, guess who he was with? He was also with who? The Game. That's really about that life, that really knows how it can get, how things can turn. You know what I'm saying? Things can get crazy. You know what I mean? So Game took the opportunity, bring him in, you know what I'm saying? They checked in with Game, and this is what happened. Y'all tell me what y'all think, eh?
I'm fucked up. Y'all better not come to my studio with that fake shit.
So if you notice, it's just Game out there. You don't see Drake. You only see Game, and there's a reason for it. You hear the Drake audio, but you don't see Drake. And there was a reason for that. Game had to go pop up first and all of that. And here's the reason. I'm going to show you right here. And this is coming out of Whack 100's mouth. What had to happen in order for that to happen peacefully.
Love, Stunner cleared it for me, didn't charge me. Drake didn't charge for the verse. Drake actually brought this film crew to film it for us. That's what he wanted to do. We was on the famous Brazil in Wilmington shooting it, you know, in the canal. We had to move blocks. And you know, when we move blocks, we send the little homies to do what they need to do. Drake kind of seen some activity and, you know, shit. He did what a civilian supposed to do. He got out of there.
You see that? He did what a civilian's supposed to do when he got out of there. Because he seen some commotion, got nervous, and he jumped in a Sprinter. He jumped in the van. Which am I throwing shade at that? Nah, man, because at the end of the day, bro, that's what you should do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You jump, you hop in, you out. You know what I'm saying? He got, you know, something happened, some pressure came, whatever. They handled it, you know what I mean? And they was able to finish the video shoot. But let's finish this video.
So we sent somebody to get him. Bro, it's cool. That ain't for you. That's for us. Because, you know, we seen shit going on. But, you know, we moving blocks. We're not just going to hit the block without the block being right. So we had to make sure the homies, you know, went and cleared the block. He came back and we finished the video. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, I don't fault Drake for that. Man, that shit normal to us. We talking like, shit, 2015 love.
So, see, this is what be happening, bro, on the real. This is behind the scenes type stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is really what be happening. It ain't worth losing your life over, I promise you, man. Like I said, bro, the only thing these corny pages is going to do is post a RIP page or whatever and say, yo, man, we lost someone the other day, this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody going to take care of your family. Ain't nobody going to be out there feeding your kids or doing none of that. You know what I mean? If you lose it all over and you crash out or somebody crashes out for you, you know what I'm saying? You can end up behind bars, whatever. But at the end of the day, what do you guys think? I think it's just corny to sit there and like push these narratives. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you a podcast or whatever, like it's just corny to me, man. It's corny to me, and I think that shit got to stop, bro. I think you got to stop. At the end of the day, you can have a favorite rapper. They can talk their shit, and you can think they dope, and they can have their beef, their little battles, their little 1-2s. But at the end of the day, everybody's, you know, objective is to get home first. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you're supposed to do is get home safe. Get home first, get home safe, do all of that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out of here, man.